Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. I am JD, aka He Who Pods, glasses on, so that also means rear view mirror.
And I'm Dash, aka Dash MD. And hello.
Hi,
So,
happy Friday.
sort of.
Friday.
Not yet.
This
Almost.
whole just, this whole just go to bed.
Yeah.
Totally
Agree.
with that.
Agree.
Now, let me let me start my morning with some hate.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I'm not totally with.
Okay. So,
Spotify did an exhibit
mhm.
called the Gold Standard.
They did. Yeah. I'm not happy about this either.
Okay, why are you not happy?
Because it was for one day. It was for one day, and I saw not one piece of promotion about it. Probably because it was for one day. It was, I think, like something like 8 hours long for one day, a weekday no less.
Gotta be a weekday.
I mean, it
I
doesn't
read.
is my point.
I know I was being a jerk. I read something that said it was like a sneak peek, and that's why the artists were able to go. Um,
Well, they went. Didn't they go a day before? It looked like they went a day before or a couple days before, and then it was on display for the public on the 31st.
oh, okay.
Because I looked
Then
everywhere trying to find something that said that it's coming soon, and it's not. It was a one day only event. I thought it was listen. I thought it was amazing what they did, really cool, and I would have loved to have seen it in person. It's all these cool portraits of all of the rap girlies. I think this would have been so cool to go see. If there's a hip hop exhibit or something like that, I'm always ready to go and check it out. But this one was particularly interesting because of the portraiture. But
right,
I'm annoyed that not only did we find out about it after it happened, finding out they only put it on display for several hours and then that was the end of it, kind of sucks.
agreed.
It's like
Uh,
you only wanted a certain amount of people to go and you only wanted certain people to go. I don't like
yeah,
that.
that is what it seems like. It seems like this was targeted at very specific people, because the rap girlies are there, as you call them, but there's some important people missing from this exhibit, and some people there
Like
who
me and you.
I met in the art.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm trying to look, you got it's Cardi B, Glorilla,
Hmm.
Meg The Stallion, Lotto, Flo Millie. I guess the blonde bald person is Doja Cat.
That's Doja Cat, yeah.
Um,
Is she blonde or is she bald?
it looks like a short haircut like me and blonde, but it's a skinny chick. It gotta be Doja.
No, it is Doja Cat, but you said she's a blonde, bald person. How are you blonde
I
and
mean, I mean, I meant short hair.
why y'all call women bald when they have short hair? I don't understand.
I
You
don't
don't
want no
call
smoke.
men with short hair bald.
You're right. I'm sorry. Short hair. I don't want no smoke. I don't want any smoke with Doja. Um, I'm missing somebody. Oh, Young Miami is on here. JT is on here. It's a really interesting list of people, but what I'm confused about is why? This is called the gold standard, and clearly it's for the young ladies. And that's cool. I ain't mad at that. But some of the people on this list I'm a little confused about. Young Miami hasn't put out music since Nixon was president, as my boy Dave says. Saweetie just dropped a song, a two-pack today. But before that, we ain't seen music from Saweetie since '73.
Did you feel like when they did the Jay-Z exhibit, did you feel like he shouldn't have had his things on display because he hadn't released an album since 444?
I'm not. This is not the same thing.
I'm just asking, what is
Your
the
exhibit is
metric
called the
that
gold standard. That's the metric.
what did they describe the gold standard as? Because they're not asking for your gold standard. What is Spotify's gold? What did they say it is?
Didn't say shit.
Right.
And
So
that's
that's
what
what.
I'm questioning.
Oh, okay. I just feel like I don't understand why they have put out music this year or last year for them to have a portrait done of them when they made music contributions already. I guess I'm
Why
confused.
is
Like,
Nikki not here?
that's a real question. That's the question I
Because
thought you were going to ask.
in the big portrait, Cardi is in the middle.
Yeah.
And then there are women to each side. But Cardi is clearly in the middle wearing a black dress when everyone else has on light colors.
I saw that, and I have the same question you have. I thought that was the question that you were going to come with out the
But I
gate.
was first I had to get my hate off. And then my question was, where's Nikki? And then it was gonna be Cardi. Because out of that group, sure, put Cardi in the middle. I'm not mad at that.
Uh huh. I mean,
But where's the queen?
well, then you can't put Cardi in the middle.
Right, and that's what I'm confused about. You got the gold standard of women hip hop today, but Nicki is the most successful artist. And I know it probably sounds like I'm caping for Nicki.
I don't think you
I'm
sound
really
like. Why do you sound like you're caping for Nicki? You're just stating a fact.
okay, because some people feel otherwise. People feel Meg is number one. Some people feel Cardi is number one. I
I,
think it's pretty clear that no one has been able to dethrone Nicki.
there is
Uh,
factual information to prove that Nicki Minaj should be a part of any conversation about female hip hop artists.
I agree, and that's why
I
I'm
don't
confused
think
why
that's
she's not.
you
But
know.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, look at who you have there, but you exclude Nicki. That's really weird to me.
Well, I feel like there got to be some politics involved in that because
Of course, and that's the point I'm trying to get to because
that sounds like
Saweetie,
grown folks'
Young
business.
Miami. I mean, JT just dropped the album. She's on fire. Not mad. Flo Millie, everybody says she's the shit. I just started hearing about her the other day, so I'm late.
You
Cool,
know,
no problem.
you know.
But the last two, Young Miami and Saweetie, I don't know Spotify. Like I'm a little confused. And then okay, to your point, it's Spotify's gold standard. Okay, cool. Nicki does not meet that standard.
But that's okay. To, to me, that's a two-parter. Spotify's gold standard. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the criteria is. I did read about this, but did not. I do not remember exactly what was said, and it didn't come directly from Spotify. Also, I just feel like there's more to the story with Nicki Minaj not being there, and I
Yeah.
think that that's something that's like way, way, way above regular people's pay grades. Because, like, I mean, to me, that sounds like that's that's not something that we'll ever know. That's not something that we'll ever find out. She'll probably be upset about it, so she might talk about it. But as far as um why Spotify didn't, like, that's sounds like an internal business decision that was made, or perhaps she didn't want to do it, or perhaps, like, I don't know, it could be a number of things, but that sounds like a behind the scenes, like, we ain't never gonna find out exactly why Nikki wasn't a part of this shoot. And Spotify is a private company, and they could put whoever they want in their little portrait exhibit that's only available for 8 hours on July 31st.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, send me an invite next time, Spotify. Send me an invite. Send me a little evite or something. I would have been there. A little text message. I would have been there on the 31st. We would have taken a pod field trip or something. Like, I just don't.
Oh, listen, I would have been there in my best dress, uniform. I don't want to say dress; it sound like a little funny, but I'd have been there in my best clothes, my best fit, so I could say what's up to Lotto in person.
Right. Or say, I don't think they were there when it was open to the public though.
I'm making jokes. They probably were not.
But
Also,
you,
Lotto is mad young, and I'm not her age, so it
I
was jokes.
okay. I mean, I knew it was a joke, but I also wanted to say that what I thought you were gonna say is that you wanted to be there so you could yell out "Yeah, Glow" next to Glow's
I didn't
portrait.
see Glow in any of the pictures. All the pictures I
She's
saw
in.
were
She's
Flo
in.
Millie. Oh yeah.
She's there.
Oh okay. I didn't see her in any of the pictures. I keep seeing the three people who clearly were paid to be there. It looks like to me, which is Lotto, Sexy Red, and Flo Millie.
She's there. In fact, I think she's there posing next to her portrait.
Oh
There's a
okay.
photo. I think there's a photo of that, if I'm not
Well,
mistaken. But
then
she's there.
I missed it. Yeah, I'd have said yeah, Glow.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah,
But
Glow.
I do
Hold
want
on.
to say the portraits look great.
They do.
The art is beautiful. The women look great, and
Hmm.
I think they did a fantastic job. Whoever did this, and so I don't want to shy. I don't want to leave the topic without saying that. I want to make sure we give props where props are due. The art is really nice.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Anyway, um, DJ Premier released some new music.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It's called "You Won't Stop." You don't stop. My bad. It's
Hmm.
called "You Don't Stop." DJ Premier dropped last week.
Hmm.
DJ Premier featuring Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and Big Sean.
Big Sean.
I liked it, that shit.
I like it too, but I'm gonna be real honest with you, and this is not me being shady. I'm just being honest. I listened to it several times. In fact, in the last couple of hours, I listened to it several times. That wasn't the first time I listened, but I did listen to it several times before we started this podcast. And I have to say that I don't remember Big Sean's verse at all.
He doesn't have a verse.
But you just said Big Sean.
He does the hook.
Is that what it is? I didn't. I don't even remember that. I gotta be
It's a
honest.
hook.
Okay,
It was a hook, and it was a smart decision.
I believe you. I just it was weird. It's weird because I'm sitting here. You said Big Sean, and I was like, wait.
Yeah, he does the hook. It's not the best hook he's ever done, but he does the hook. It's cool.
And again, I wasn't trying to be shady. I just really don't. I'm a little frazzled right now. I got a lot going on, but you know,
It's okay. I understand. Yeah, so I thought the song was good.
me too.
I feel much like God did. It kind of elevates.
I can see that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, similar situation.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. And Rick Ross. This is what I meant the other day when I spoke about default flows. It's cool that you have your default flow and you show up and do what you normally do. But when a monster appears, when a well-versed, pun intended, when a artist who can do many things shows up, it stands out
Right.
big time.
Of
Because
course.
I'm documented as not being the biggest Wayne fan. But Wayne murdered this shit.
Oh,
He
he did.
went nuts.
He did. He did.
I
Definitely.
mean, bananas.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say it's a good song. I'm happy for DJ Premier. I'm sure the streams are way up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but also, I would love to give props. I would like to give props to Lil Wayne
Mm-hmm.
because he bodied that shit. He went in there and smacked that shit out the park.
Yeah, he did his thing. He did his
What
thing.
are your thoughts?
Yeah, he did his thing. It was. I thought it was good. You always ask me that after I. I thought it.
Got it.
I thought it was good. I agree with you that yeah, it's similar situation where it kind of ascends, as far as the the skill level, if you will. Um, and yeah, I understand your critique about Rick Ross. Um, I I think it is what it is with Rick Ross. I think if you put Rick Ross on your record, you're expecting Rick Ross to do the thing that he does. I don't think anybody's expecting anything else from him at this point. Um, that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing either. I imagine that's why people still ask him for features because he's he brings a very specific thing to the table. Um,
I mean, he's good at what he does.
yeah.
I don't
Um,
think there's any doubt about that.
and I don't think you were saying that he's bad at it. I'm just saying I think he brings a specific thing to the table. I think people who invite him to be on their records know that, and they know that that's what they're gonna get. Um, you know, we have to look to other artists for variety. We're not gonna get it from Rick Ross.
Right.
And Lil Wayne brings that. That's
Sure did.
something you can't deny about Lil Wayne. He definitely knows how to play with sound. He knows how to switch up his style. Um,
Right.
he knows how to, maybe rap really fast and rap really slow. And he's able to. Can you imagine this happens while I'm working? Um,
What's funny is the people listening and watching probably won't be able to hear it after we edit.
There's a bullhorn just every couple of minutes. Um, that's at least the police sirens stopped because they got the cops involved so they could, you know, block off the street and all kinds of nonsense. Anyway, so um yeah, I think Lil Wayne does that really well. Um, you know, what whatever people may think of him, I think that that's something that he excels at. He can definitely you know, between the wordplay and the, like I said, the switching up of his sound and the style and his cadence, you always get some sort of variety with him, which I appreciate. So yeah, he did his thing. He killed it. Um, but yeah, I like
Speaking
it.
of,
I will listen to it again. That's why I kept listening to it. I'm telling you, I listened to it like I don't know 3 times today before we started.
it's a good record,
And
and
I'm sorry that Big Sean wasn't more memorable. I will listen to it again because again, I'm not saying he was bad. I just don't remember.
it's hard to remember it after what Wayne did, and it's like I said, it's not Sean's best hook. I don't think that's a diss either. I just he's had better hooks.
Hmm.
Um, but speaking of killing things, um, Marvel,
What a
as
segue.
you know, listen, I ain't know what else to do, so I
Segue killer.
tried to get us over there.
Uh huh. Thank
Um, Marvel, as you know, is killing off Kang, and TMZ spoke to Jonathan Majors about it,
because Jonathan Majors was playing Kang the Conqueror. He was, yep.
and he said he's heartbroken. But Doctor Doom is dope.
Yeah, that's what he said. I mean, at the end of the day gotta end, and I just feel like sometimes you find yourself in a situation where you can't come back from certain things. Um, I know that we've been told that it's not simply just that he had his legal issues. Also, Marvel is also trying to move in another direction. This was also, we talked about Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom. So I feel like this was also an easy way for Marvel, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Don't, not too much on me and Marvel, okay, guys? Um, but I also feel like just from a strategic standpoint, it was probably really easy to be like, oh, we were trying to figure out what to do with Robert Downey Jr. We know we want him back. We know he wants to come back. What do we do? What do we do here? This feels very much like um, a kill two birds with one stone type of situation that happened. Like, it's unfortunate for him, but it feels like in the end, like it worked out for who it was supposed to work out for. Supposed to is not my opinion. I'm just saying it worked out for the players that were at play. Um, and that's Marvel and Robert Downey Jr., not Jonathan Majors. So you know, I think that Jonathan Majors will move a little different um, going forward. I also think that if they do a Soul Train revival, I think that Jonathan Majors, as we've seen, he loves to dance, and I think that Jonathan Majors might have a job there. I don't know who's bringing it back, but if they bring back Soul Train, he gonna be the one starting the Soul Train line. Mark my words. Mark my words.
All right. So no thoughts on what Jonathan Majors said though.
I said, listen, I said what I said about his situation. I
Okay, got it.
understand. What my point is, I'm trying to say that I understand that he's heartbroken, but the circumstances are what they are. Um, it's unfortunate that he's heartbroken. I mean, what I don't. I'm sorry if I didn't show enough compassion to the words that he used,
Oh, I don't
but
care if you hate what he said. I just would like to know, what you thought
that's.
about what he said.
I thought about what he said. Of course. I mean, he was riding high when things went left.
Correct.
He was on a huge on a trajectory to be one of the biggest stars.
Correct.
And so heartbroken seems like an appropriate reaction to having your character replaced or done away with. It's not even the character he wasn't even technically replaced.
Correct.
So I get the heartbreak in that. I get the loss in that. Um, that's not that's not lost on me. But I just feel like the circumstances are what they are, and so he has to pivot. And that's why I'm saying I think that there are. I know I made the joke about Soul Train, but I think that there are opportunities that will be there for Jonathan Majors. I just Marvel is not one of them. Not right now, at least.
Not right now.
So
I agree.
it is what it is.
I think Jonathan Majors probably shouldn't have answered that phone call when TMZ called. But I think Jonathan Majors probably shouldn't have did a lot of things he's done lately.
I think it's on
Uh,
purpose.
you
I
think
think
what?
I think it's on purpose. I think it's all a part of the plan. I think him saying he's heartbroken and then that going viral. You know how many people say things to TMZ that don't go viral?
A lot.
I think this is all a part of a plan to get him back, or at least get him to a level that he can be satisfied with.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he is Kang when they kill off Kang, because
That
that
makes
shit ain't
sense.
coming out until 2026.
That's true.
So, his timeout, his little timeout might be over by then.
Oh, of course.
But uh, I don't, I don't know if he's heartbroken or not. I'm sure he had to get some kind of paycheck to end all of this. Clearly, it's not going to make up for the many millions he was going to make as Kang, but he got something. I'm pretty sure of that. I do expect him to bounce back, but I don't know when. I think he's going to have to take a timeout. a TV timeout before he could come back, honk again. And I I think he's trying to save face by saying Doom is dope. Doctor Doom is dope.
Yeah,
That's all
yes.
I got.
He can't say. I mean, if you want it back, you can't. You can't disparage him, or you can't say something bad. You gotta kind
Right,
of
and
be at least
I don't
middle of
know
the
that he
way about it.
necessarily is going to come back to Marvel specifically, but we know who owns Marvel, and so you want to stay in, mouse ears, good graces.
Yeah, yeah. When the mouse is in charge, listen. And the mouse is in charge of a lot of things.
Correct. House of Mouse.
Hmm. Yeah, but like I said, at the end of the day,
Oh, again, you're going to have to start paying Glorilla.
no, the Glorilla gonna have to start paying me. Okay.
I highly doubt that.
Well then, and all I said was at the end of the day. I didn't say the whole thing.
Well, at the end of the day, this pod got to end. This week got to end.
That's what I was
And it's
waiting for you.
that and it's that time. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, watching, viewing, listening. Y'all enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday.
We will. Good night, America.